Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at some more completely out-of-control scenes from my 600-pound life. Thus far, we've seen people deep frying in bed, cornstarching each other, and having their kids bring them meals. What sort of wacky shenanigans are we in for today? Stick around to find out. The compilation that I'm going to be reacting to is made by a channel called Plot Twist. You can find a link to their original video below. Please go check them out and subscribe. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
I'm a single mother of 5 children, and I don't know what I weigh.
Cynthia lives
5 kids, and you're a single mother. Alright, I hope these kids aren't taking care of you.
with her 5 children, and at first glance, her eating habits aren't.
Oh, she's got the grabber arm to grab the sandals. Dude, I love a grabber arm. You could do so much. Oh, what's that? Oh, put that over there. Oh, I'm sorry. What's this? Put that over there now. Oh, what's that? I could pick up this glove. I don't have to bend over and use my own arms like a sucker. Sorry, I got a little intense there. I'm very passionate about the grabber arm.
Horrific.
My biggest thing right now is just being a better mother. But my weight limits me so much, so I want to lose the weight.
Well, dude, how are you going to take care of 5 kids when you're this big?
But when the cravings come, all I want to do is eat.
Sure, they're not good as she begins her day with a whole bunch of toast, bacon, sausage, and eggs. It's served buffet style for the whole family, but I think it's safe to assume that Cynthia has had more than her fair share.
Alright, so she's got like some toast, some eggs, some bacon, some sausage, classic.
Good as she begins her day with a whole bunch of toast, bacon,
Too much toast.
sausage, and eggs. It's served buffet style for the whole family, but I think it's safe to assume that Cynthia has had more than her fair share.
If I don't do something drastic,
Too much toast in that.
something now, I'll die at an early age. I need to be here for my kids. Nobody else is here. They don't have anything else.
Well, yeah, you better get it together then. If you're a single mother to 5 kids, what are you doing? They literally need you. You can't go passing away on them, dude. That's the thing about having kids. Like, whatever issues that you have already, you have to put those on the back burner when you have kids, because now you have to take care of them, right? I just can't stop eating, man. I'm addicted. Well, you're gonna have to stop. You have these kids that you have to raise. Like, this isn't just about you now.
Later on for dinner, the family comes together to enjoy yet another meal. Once again, it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but
Alright, well, what is it?
fried chicken, corn, and bread isn't the craziest thing we've seen on this show.
Fried chicken, corn, and bread. That's a very strange combination. What the heck?
Because of my weight, we have adjusted as much.
Was it like wheat bread? Like, here's a couple slices of wheat bread and some corn and some fried chicken. What the heck?
As we can to make this work, but
Alright, what is that? Is that chicken? Is that pork?
it's progressively getting worse.
What does make this all so crazy, however, is that her little daughter had to prepare everything all by herself.
Dude, was that busted up potato chips? No, it was not. Bro, I think that's busted up potato chips instead of like regular breading. I swear it is. Look at it. Look at the size of those chunks in there. Oh, dude. I swear to God, I'm right. I swear that's busted up potato chips instead of regular breadcrumbs. Oh my God, what are we doing? I don't think I've ever seen that one before, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. I swear to God, those aren't panko breadcrumbs. It's Lay's. We're just gonna like bust up some red hot Cheetos and use that as breading. I think Diamond did that on a What I Eat Wednesday one time. She crushed up some red hot Cheetos and punched them into a bagel. Maybe she didn't punch them into the bagel. Maybe she just gently placed them atop. Whatever.
Daughter had to prepare everything all by herself.
When I see my mom hurting a lot,
Dude, those potato chip pork chops. I bet they're delicious though, right?
it makes me feel bad. It's really
Oh, when I see my mom hurting, it makes me feel bad. No.
heartbreaking.
Oh, no. God, this is heartbreaking.
Sad.
That is insanely sad.
I don't know what I would do if she died or so she was stuck in the bed or something.
Bro, why are you guys making her say all this stuff? Stop.
I would hardly be healthy.
This wasn't a one-time
Jeez, dude. Come on, man. Having the kids say all this type of stuff, why? Making me have all kinds of emotions and stuff. Knock it off.
thing either, as we also saw her daughter preparing breakfast in the
I got all kinds of like, what do you call it when it's like burning in here? Like emotions or whatever? Feelings, I think. A lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
morning.
My family is my life.
At her size, Cynthia is simply incapable of preparing meals and has to rely on her 11.
All right, so we've got the kitchen stool. She's got the kids making the meals. Okay. For some reason, I really like that carpet. I don't know why.
Year-old daughter to handle a large portion of the day-to-day chores, including cooking.
All right, so that one was messed up. She's got her kids helping her out, and they're all worried about her passing. Like, that was actually really sad. That's not hilarious at all. Cynical dude, what are you doing to us? I'm sorry. Next.
My whole life revolves around food, and I'm constantly thinking about it.
Wow, she's like leaning back just to stay upright or something?
Craving it, wanting it.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like the way that she's walking is very interesting. Like she's like really leaning back.
There's not a moment where I'm not hungry.
Melissa,
There's not a moment where I'm not full. Sorry.
like so many on the show, uses food as a coping mechanism.
And I can't wait
All right, what is this mystery green substance we are removing from the refrigerator?
to eat because of the joy that it brings me. Food makes me feel
Yeah, why does she keep like leaning back so much? Does she have some kind of spinal thing going?
like I don't have to feel.
All right, I'll bite. What are you possibly making? The green mystery
I think it's some kind of leftover soup or something from someplace. Maybe some collard greens? That's what I thought at first based on the color, and I saw like some chunks of green stuff in there.
liquid is a little offsetting, but I'm sure it'll come out okay, right?
It fulfills.
Okay, that is not collard greens, unless she added carrots and stuff. I think that that's like a chicken noodle soup, maybe? I see some carrot, I see some green stuff, and I see some chunks of what I think is chicken.
That high. The only problem with food is the after effects.
There's no after effects. What are you talking about? This is fine.
Okay, so we never quite got clarity on what exactly that was, but I'm pretty sure I saw some apple chunks in there, so it might not be the most unhealthy
Apple chunks? What? I don't think that was apple chunks, dude. What are you talking about? I thought I saw chicken, carrots, and some sort of greens in there.
thing in the world.
All the weight gain slowed down when I went back to school. And I wasn't eating as much
Yeah, why is she leaning back so much?
when I went back to school.
Okay, so I guess like all of her weight is somehow just in the front of her body, so she has to lean way back just to counter. This is interesting. I've never seen somebody gain weight like this. Here is the genetic component to weight gain. Where you store the fat is genetic. But genetically, nobody shoved all this food into your mouth, right? The lasagna that you're holding in your hand is not the result of genetics. It's the result of a delicious fusion of Italian flavors.
And I wasn't eating as much. But I also tried to stop.
Is that 2 big old trays of lasagna right there? Oh my God, no it's not. Right next to the Jesus candle? How dare you? That has to be some kind of blasphemy, right? Eating 2 giant trays of lasagna right next to your Jesus candle? No you don't. No you don't. You look over and you see the Jesus candle just has like a single tear running down it. Before she takes a bite of the lasagna, she looks over at the Jesus candle and she's like, "If it is thy will." And then she starts saying, I'm sorry. Is that offensive on multiple levels? Probably.
Eating as much. Just because I want.
Why are you having 2 giant trays of lasagna? Or are you like right up against a mirror? Is that a mirror?
Wanted all the things.
That's a mirror. I'm a moron. Okay, I'm dumb, and that is a mirror. Okay. Well, you know, the camera didn't show that at first, okay? Until it zoomed out enough to where I could see that monkey's reflection right there. The monkey that's coming out of the Jesus candle for some reason.
My mom was saying to me to stop.
We're having ourselves a little bit of full-on tray of lasagna snack. You know, the way she's sitting here at like the desk, this is where you would typically have a little snack to do some studying, but then she pulls out like a 7.5 pound lasagna. Like this is quite a snack. By the way, I'm still sick. I'm sure you can hear it. It's just won't go away. So I'm sorry.
Later in the day, Melissa makes herself some lasagna, like a lot of it.
That was a full-on tray of lasagna, man. She is not messing around. Did she like make that from scratch? If so, much respect. She's like, so I decided to have a little snack. She's busting out those big old wide noodles and boiling them. And you're like, dang, dude, just a little snack, huh? You've been in there prepping this thing for like 30 minutes. My God.
My mother was the one who took me to have the abortion because only my mother knew when I got myself into that situation.
Oh no. Why are we talking about that while we're eating lasagna? I don't like this.
Skipping the plates and eating straight from the aluminum is a bold choice, but she lives alone, so maybe she's just trying to save.
Okay, so she unfortunately had an abortion or something. That's one of her traumas that led her to be where she is today.
Some dishes.
Into turning 18, I ended up going back to school.
Oh, never mind. She's not saving any leftovers. The aluminum.
Wait a minute. Did she eat the whole thing? Wait, there's still some in there. She didn't eat the whole thing. She only ate 5/6 of that. She didn't eat the whole thing. Who eats a lasagna in the bedroom? Like I said, like you might take a little snack to the desk or whatever, but like a whole lasagna, not just at the desk, but in the bedroom. Like, why are you eating a big lasagna next to your bed? That's crazy. Take it to the kitchen or the dining room, dude. What are we doing? Certain foods do not belong in the bedroom. I would argue no foods, but especially not lasagna. It's all messy and is like a whole to-do just to eat it, right? The proximity to the bed is too close. Lasagna mustn't come within a 3-foot proximity of a bed. I'm old school, that's what I believe.
Tray is her dinner plate.
And when I was 22, I tried to go to college. And it went well at first, you know?
And just like
Okay, she keeps talking about all these stories about how she went to school or whatever.
that, it's all gone. Those trays are industry.
Hold on, did she finish that whole tray?
And just like
She didn't finish the whole tray. Quit lying. I think my head is blocking it right now, but down in the bottom right, there is still some food in there, like almost a quarter of the tray. So you guys are being ridiculous. She only ate 3/4 of that 10-pound tray of lasagna. Stop giving her a hard time.
that, it's all gone. Those trays are industry standard, so I can tell you from experience that that much lasagna is usually enough to feed a family of 4.
Did you used to work in food service, plot twist? Is that what your origin story is? He's like, now I can tell you, that particular food tray.
And Melissa just ate it all on her own.
Dude, the way that she just can't walk without leaning back completely is really throwing me off. Man, that's a nice apartment, huh?
With no trouble at all.
As soon
I'm always looking at the stupid crap in the background.
as I get up in the morning, I gotta eat something or I feel like I'm gonna throw
We haven't seen her before either, so let's watch a little bit of this one.
up. So I keep something to snack on in my room,
Oh, you got the back scratcher. Okay.
but I still can't get up to get it myself.
Nicole's first meal of the day starts before she even leaves
Oh boy. Is that one of those toilet chairs right there sitting in front of her?
her
I hope you're not using it as like a tray to eat food off of. Why did I say that? I'm sorry.
room. She knows that she feels like she has to vomit before she eats in the morning, so she keeps chips in her bedroom. However,
Wait, what?
she knows that she feels like she has to vomit before she eats in the morning, so she keeps chips in her bedroom.
She knows that she feels like she has to vomit before she eats in the morning, so she keeps chips in the bedroom? What? I'm gonna have to hear that again.
Nicole's first meal of the day starts before she even leaves her room. She knows that she feels like she has to vomit before she eats in the morning, so she keeps chips in her bedroom. However, she depends on her boyfriend Charlie to get it for her.
She feels like she's gonna vomit in the morning, so she keeps chips in the bedroom. I used to wake up violently hungry every single day, and it's because I was eating carb-heavy meals before bed. I thought it was just because I was eating right before I went to bed, but I can eat right before bed now and wake up not hungry at all. So it was the excess carbs.
So my parents live with us to help take care of me and my 2 kids.
Okay. Got the old tarp hanging on the side of the porch there, all right?
Usually,
Don't know what the purpose of that was, but okay.
shopping for food is the only fun thing I could
Oh, you got one of those super wide wheelchairs.
do. Even though it's very difficult to get around, I truly love shopping for food.
Dude, look how big that bag of chips is. Or is the angle just weird? The way that the angle is makes it look like that bag of chips is as large as that man's torso. Like, that's a human-sized bag of chips. Not just family size, grown adult man size. Like, it's literally the size of an adult man. Okay. That's how many chips I need.
To see all the selections and options.
To see all the selections and options. How many different versions of deep fried potato do you need? I know that when you're in the throes of your addiction, all this stuff tastes good, but when you get beyond your addiction, it all tastes like garbage and it all tastes the same.
Makes it worth how hard it is.
Even though they're only buying one meal, we see the couple pick up 2 big liters of soda, chips, and a whole bunch more, including some candy at the register.
I absolutely love
Register candy. That's why they put it there. They're like, hey, while you're sitting here checking out, why don't you stuff some crap in your face, you lazy idiot? You can't go 5 minutes without eating. Look at you. That's what I see when I see candy in the checkout aisle. I see it as an insult. I'm like, what? You guys think I can't make it 5 minutes without eating candy? How did you know?
to cook, and I take my food very seriously.
You take your food very seriously, okay? So you're about to eat just 2 big old sweet potatoes or whatever the heck he just brought you. By the way, I think I was wrong on that yam sweet potato thing recently. According to the internet, the yams are the ones with the white flesh, and the sweet potatoes have the orange flesh. But according to various sources at the store, it was the opposite. So I don't know. I can just say that here in America, we seem pretty confused on what the hell a yam or a sweet potato is. I'm sorry.
And when I want something particular, I won't let anyone else make it because it has to be done exactly right.
Ugh, dude, you're dumping a pile of broken chips into like some meat, talking about how it needs to be done just right. What are you on about? You are not Gordon Ramsay, okay? Nobody crushes up potato chips and then punches them into some ground beef and forms patties quite like I do. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Simple, rustic, come on.
So it tastes as good as it should.
Once they're home,
So it tastes as good as it should. Hold on, what were you making again? Let's go back. All right, it looks exactly like what I said. It looks like ground beef with some busted chips on it. So yeah, dude, nobody does that like you, I'm sure.
Exactly right. So it tastes as good as it should.
once they're home, Nicole begins prepping meatloaf from the comfort of her couch while Charlie makes mac and cheese.
You didn't trust him to make the meatloaf. That didn't even look like a good meatloaf. First of all, I don't know if that was busted up chips or breadcrumbs or whatever, but that looked like a pretty lackluster meatloaf, man. What I like to do, get some ground beef, some sausage, some breadcrumbs, some Parmesan, some spices. Basically the same thing for meatballs, except when you do the meatballs, you're gonna fry them in a bed of olive oil. Oh my God, it's good.
Nicole's behavior with food is not normal. If
Her behavior around food is not normal?
she is hungry, she wants food, she wants it now.
So say no. Just be like, nah, you'll get it when I give it to you. You know? No? You can't do that? Can't say no to her? What's she gonna do about it? Nothing.
When I give her
That's a big old plate, dude. That's like a 5-pound plate. Was that mac and cheese and mashed potatoes, my good sir?
large portions, I know it's hurting her. I know it's damaging her body, but
It's not just the large portions, it's the kind of food that you're eating. If you weren't eating food that was highly palatable and addictive, she wouldn't want to just keep going. How many ribeye steaks can she eat back to back? Let's see.
I see that she's happy, and I would do anything to make Nicole happy.
Is she happy, bro? Not being able to stand up or breathe, really?
At first, it appears as though Charlie's going to bring Nicole a plate of mac and cheese and potatoes, and then he adds the single biggest slice of meatloaf I have ever seen on top of everything.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now, yeah, man, look at this. This is the story of your weight gain right here, okay? Look at all that mac and cheese. Look at all those mashed potatoes. And there's also breadcrumbs in the meatloaf or potato chips or whatever she put in there. So the story of your weight gain is excess carbs. If we wanted to make this a weight loss meal, just get rid of the mac and cheese. Just eat that meatloaf and those mashed potatoes. And maybe those mashed potatoes in a lesser amount. But if you're this size, like, just removing that mac and cheese would make this a weight loss meal for her.
Just look at that.
And that's about all we have time for today. What was your favorite scene? My favorite part was when I thought that girl had 2 trays of lasagna, but then it turned out she was just eating in front of a mirror, and I'm a total idiot. I love that part. My favorite part was when that girl was eating a tray of lasagna next to that Jesus candle, and it started crying. Somewhat of a religious experience. Don't be offended by that. That's all it takes, right? Don't be offended by that. Does that work? Happy Friday, everybody. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache comb. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.